Good morning, my dear young minds. Welcome back to biology session. In previous session, we have discussed sexual reproduction flowering plants. The chapter was completed. Today, we have discussed new chapter, very important chapter, principles of inheritance and variations. Very important chapter. This chapter has very good weightage for NEET objective and set exams. Last year, 2020 NEET objective exam, total 4 questions covered from this chapter. Out of 4 questions, 1 question from year. Johannes Gregor Mendel performed experiments in particular year 1856 to 1863. Okay, based on year 1 question covered, and second question asked based on ratios, phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance and codominance. Based on ratios, 1 question covered. And the third question asked from explanation of law of dominance. From there, 1 question covered. And the fourth question asked from chromosomal theory of inheritance. From there, because Thomas Hunt Morgan proved and provided experimental proof for chromosomal theory of inheritance. Based on that concept, 1 question asked. Total 4 questions covered from this chapter. 4 means 16 marks. Each and every mark important. Right. Come back to situation. Before going to discuss main concept, you must know some genetic relevant terminology. What is phenotype? What is genotype? Homozygous, heterozygous, phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio. Okay, what is checkerboard, Punnett square? What is gene? What is genome? What is chromosome? What is back cross, test cross? What is incomplete dominance, codominance? Okay, what is the ratio of Mendel's dihybrid cross, monohybrid cross, back cross, test cross, incomplete dominance and codominance? You must know this all genetic related terminology and ratios. Right. 2 famous scientists, Watson and Crick. James D.B. Watson, Francis Harry Compton Crick. These 2 scientists along with their co-workers together performed experiments on DNA and they discovered DNA double helical structure. Right? This topic already covered in previous chapter, biomolecules, and a coming chapter, molecular basis of inheritance. Clear? Okay. Roughly go through introduction of Watson, Crick, their biography, discoveries, awards, rewards and all. Sometimes question paper setter prepare questions based on scientist biography, introduction. Clear? Now come to the point, principles of inheritance. What is inheritance? A process of transmission of characters from parent to progeny over several generations is technically termed as inheritance. Inheritance also called heredity. Variations. What is variation? Changes occur among progeny due to recombination or crossing over. A famous scientist, Gregor Johannes Mendel, Austrian monk, church father, when he was leisure, during leisure time he performed experiments on garden pea plant. Garden pea plant. Pea plant scientific name Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum. Fabaceae family member. Remember plant common name and scientific names. That also important for objective exam. When he was at leisure, Mendel and their co-workers together performed experiments on garden pea plants. Okay, pea plants are of various kinds, sweet pea, garden pea, etc. Next, why Mendel selected pea plants for their experiments? Before Mendel, several other world biologists performed experiments on various plants, but they did not succeed. Why? Reason. They tried to observe several characters, many characters at a time in single experiment. That is the reason they did not succeeded. But Mendel observed only one character in each time. Only one character or maximum two characters in each time. That is the reason Mendel succeeded in their experiments. Next, why Mendel selected pea plants? Mendel selected pea plants for their experiments due to specific characters. Pea plants are annual plants. Pea plants produce large number of flowers. Flowers are bisexual. Okay, due to its bisexuality, there is a chance of self-pollination or cross-pollination. Each pea plant produces large number of flowers, large number of fruits, large number of seeds. Okay, plant characteristic features are highly specific, and plant shows 7 contrasting characters. 7 contrasting characters. 7 characters. Important. What are 7 characters? Height of the plant. Next, flower. Flower color, flower position, fruit also called pod color, pod shape, and seed color, seed shape, etc. These are the 7 contrasting characters. Remember, height of the plant: tall, dwarf. Flower color: violet and white. Flower position: axial and terminal. Axial and terminal. Pod color green and yellow. Pod shape: inflated and constricted. Seed color: yellow and green. Seed shape: round, wrinkled. Out of which dominant trait, recessive trait. Mendel and his co-workers together studied 7 contrasting characters. Contrasting means opposite characters. There are 7 characters. First, height of the plant: tall character, dwarf character. Dominant trait, recessive traits. Clear? Flower color: violet, white. Flower position: axial, terminal. Pod color: pod means fruit wall, green, yellow. Pod shape: inflated, constricted. Inflated means flattened shape. Constricted, up and down. Right? Seed color: yellow and green. Seed shape: round and wrinkled. Sometimes some students might be confused while writing exam. Pod color, seed color. Pod color green is dominant, yellow is recessive. In case of seed, yellow is dominant, green is recessive. You don't confuse here. All of you remember all 7 contrasting characters, out of which what are dominant traits and which are recessive traits. There is possibility question paper setter prepare questions from contrasting characters. Due to this reason, Mendel selected pea plants for their experiments. Right? And year 56 to 1863, total 7 years time period. 2020 final NEET exam question based on year, right? All of you practice once or twice these 7 contrasting characters. Next to inheritance of one gene. Inheritance of one gene means what? Monohybrid cross. Mendel's monohybrid cross. Inheritance of one gene. Inheritance of one gene means monohybrid cross. Mono means single. By selecting single character out of 7 contrasting characters, Mendel selected any one of the single characters and performed experiments on pea plants. The experiments are called inheritance of one gene. He observed one character how transfer from parent to progeny. Okay. First, what is gene? Gene is a segment of DNA that contain limited number of base pairs. Each gene has a pair of allele. Allele means alternative forms of a gene. Alternative forms of a gene is called allele. Right? Alleles are of 2 kinds. Homotypic alleles, heterotypic alleles. Capital T, homotypic alleles. Small t, homotypic alleles. Capital T, small t, heterotypic alleles. Homozygous, heterozygous. Homozygous means similar. Heterozygous means quite opposite. That means genes also called factors or discrete units. Factors are discrete units. Okay. Discrete units. Important. Discrete means separate units. It is another forms of gene. So each gene consists of a pair of allele. Okay. Gene control one specific character. Suppose height of the plant, color of flower, position of flower. There are 7 contrasting characters. Na? Each and every character controlled by one specific gene. Okay. That is called gene. Now we discuss inheritance of one gene. Suppose I am here selecting height of plant. Height of the plant. Capital T, small t. Parents. Tall pea plant, dwarf pea plant. Parent plants produce gametes. Capital T, small t. Gametes. Okay. Then fertilization result in F1 generation. Also called filial generation. F means filial. First filial generation, second filial generation, like that. Again they performed selfing between F1 generation plants. Self fertilization between F1 generation plants. Selfing. You must draw checkerboard. Female gametes, male gametes. Draw means write the female gametes in vertical manner. Capital T, small t. Selfing means write same alleles. Capital T, small t 2 times. Male gametes write in horizontal manner. Capital T, small t. Then fertilization. Fertilization result in F2 generation. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t. Hence, phenotypic ratio 3:1 and genotype ratio 1:2:1. Their probability 3/4:1/4 and 1/4:1/2:1/4. or 75% is to 25%. Similarly, 25% is to 50% is to 25%. This is probability. Start from here. Mendel selected one character out of 7 contrasting characters, that is height of the plant, parent plants, tall pea plant, dwarf pea plant. Parent plants produce gametes, means gamete mother cells produce gametes. PMC, MMC. PMC, pollen mother cell, produce pollen grains, and pollen grains carry male gametes. Similarly, MMC, megaspore mother cell, produce megaspores. Megaspores convert into embryo sac. Embryo sac contain egg cell. This topic already covered previous chapter, second chapter. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Remember the same concept. Okay. Through gametogenesis, parent plants produce gametes, capital T, small t. Out of 2 gametes, each allele goes to each gamete. But here I am showing only one of the gametes. Then cross fertilization takes place between parent plants that result in F1 generation. In F1 generation, all plants are tall plants. How can you prove? Means go through Punnett square. Very simple concept. Write the female gametes one side in vertical manner, capital T, and small t in horizontal manner. Female gametes, male gametes. We just imagine. Then join letters, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. See, look there. All plants are heterozygous tall pea plants. But here I am showing only 2 plants. Out of 4 plants, select any 2 plants and perform self-fertilization between F1 generation plants. By selfing, Mendel received F2 generation. In F2 generation, he received a total 3 different types of plants: homozygous tall pea plants, heterozygous tall pea plants, homozygous dwarf pea plants. Go through ratios. P for phenotypic ratio, G for genotypic ratio. I wrote short form, try to understand. Phenotypic ratio 3:1. 1, 2, 3. 3 plants, 1, 1. That means what? Out of 4 plants, 3/4 plants are tall pea plants and 1/4 plants are dwarf pea plants. Their probability 75% tall pea plants and 25% dwarf pea plants. This is probability. If you want to write or remember probability in the form of percentage or fraction, both are correct. Genotypic ratio 1:2:1. 1:2:1 means 1/4 tall pea plants. Okay, 1/2 means 50%. 50% heterozygous tall pea plants and 25%. That means 1/4. 1/4 homozygous dwarf pea plants. That is called 1:2:1 ratio. Probability 25% is to 50% is to 25%, or 1/4 is to 1/2 is to 1/4. Both are correct. You can choose any one option, right? Definitely, question paper setter prepare questions based on ratios and based on characters. Okay, understood? That is called inheritance of one gene or Mendel's monohybrid cross. After completion of these experiments, monohybrid experiments, Mendel proposed 2 laws: law of dominance and law of segregation. What is law of dominance? Dominance means in heterozygous condition, not homozygous. In heterozygous condition, out of pair of allele, one of the allele is dominant over rest of the allele. Suppose capital T is dominant over small t. Yes or no? Capital T is dominant over small t. That is called law of dominance. We can prove law of dominance character in heterozygous condition only, but not in homozygous condition. In homozygous, both are same, equal. But in heterozygous condition, capital T is dominant over small t. That is called law of dominance. Very simple definition. In heterozygous condition, out of pair of alleles, one of the allele is dominant over rest of the allele. Such phenomena is called law of dominance. Then law of segregation. Segregation means separation. During gamete formation, means gametogenesis, parent cells produce gametes or mother cells produce gametes. Then what happened? There are two capital T. Out of two capital T's, these two segregate from each other. One allele goes to one gamete, another allele goes to another gamete. Right? Similarly, in case of small character, out of pair of alleles, one allele goes to one gamete, another allele goes to another gamete. Understood? Each letter equals to one allele. Pair of allele means two alleles. Clear? Alternative forms of a gene is called allele. Allele are of two kinds: homozygous alleles, heterozygous alleles. See, capital T, homozygous allele. Small t, homozygous allele. Capital T, small t, heterozygous allele. This genetic related terminology, its meaning important. Don't confuse, right? So that is called law of segregation. Once I repeat, in case of pair of allele, these two alleles segregate from each other, detach from each other. Each allele goes to each gamete. Such phenomena is called law of segregation. That's all. Understood? These two laws proposed by Mendel after completion of inheritance of one gene experiments, mono hybrid class experiments. Right? Next to, we are expecting questions based on ratios or type of characteristic features of parents. Next to, back cross and test cross. What is back cross and what is test cross? First we discuss about back cross. Back cross in heterozygous condition, F1 generation or F2 generation. F1 generation or F2 generation, heterozygous plant cross with any of the parents. Capital T, small t, capital T. There are two conditions: recessive, homozygous, recessive character, homozygous, dominant character. It is heterozygous condition, right? Heterozygous. It is homozygous. According to definition, F1 generation or F2 generation, heterozygous plant cross with any of the parents, with recessive parent or dominant parent P plant. That is termed as back cross, right? Go to Punnett square, draw Punnett square. Who is Punnett? What is Punnett? Scientist, a famous British scientist. Reginald C. Punnett proposed square for calculation of F1 generation plants, F2 generation plants for our clear understands. Okay, therefore, as the name indicates, that is called Punnett square. That's all. Punnett square also called checkerboard. Draw Punnett square. Suppose write female gametes in vertical manner, capital T, small t. Then write male gametes in horizontal manner, small t. Then join letters in the sense alleles. Here each allele equals to one gamete. Female gamete, male gamete, female gamete, male gamete, right? Capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t, small t, small t, right? Back cross. Ratio, phenotypic ratio, genotype ratio. Phenotype ratio, total 4 plants generated. Capital T, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plants. Out of 4 plants, these two are same, heterozygous tall pea plants. And these two are same, homozygous dwarf pea plants. Okay. So, phenotypic ratio 2:2. Genotypic ratio also same, 2:2. 2:2. 2:2. Clear? Hence, 2 1 jar, 2 1 jar. 1:1. 1:1. It is known as back cross. It is first one condition. Then second condition, again draw Punnett square. Write male and female characters. Female gametes, capital T, small t. Male gamete write in horizontal manner, capital T, capital T. Then join letters, capital T, capital T, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Female gametes, male gametes. Plus symbol represent female gametes and arrow mark symbol represent male gametes. That you might have studied already in previous year, morphology of flowering plants. Plus symbol, arrow symbol. Okay, actinomorphic, zygomorphic, bracт, abracт. Okay, morphology of flowering plants, Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae. There already you might have studied symbolic letters. Okay. Now go through second condition, heterozygous tall pea plant, F1 generation or F2 generation, heterozygous tall pea plant cross with the homozygous tall pea plant. It is F2 generation. Then phenotypic ratio, genotype ratio remain same. See, out of 4 plants, these two are same and these two are also same. Hence, ratio 2:2, 2:2, 2 1 jar, 2 1 jar, 1:1 ratio, 1:1 ratio. Probability 1/2:1/2, 1/2:1/2, or 50%:50%. Out of 100%, 50% are homozygous tall pea plants and rest of the 50% are heterozygous tall pea plants. That's all. This is about back cross. Simple definition, F1 generation or F2 generation, heterozygous pea plant cross with any of the parents with the recessive trait or dominant trait. Such phenomena is called back cross. Next, test cross. Test cross means F1 generation or F2 generation, heterozygous pea plant cross with homozygous tall pea plant. Homozygous tall pea plant. Homozygous means similar. Tall character, tall pea plants. That is called test cross. Okay. Hence, test cross is a part of back cross. A part of back cross. Any of the parent means back cross. With only homozygous tall pea plant means then it is known as test cross. That's all. Phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio of back cross and test cross remain same. 1:1, 1:1, 1:1, 1:1. Probability 50%:50% or 1/2:1/2. That's all. This concept also important for NEET object exam. In NCERT book, another example given regarding test cross. Once you go through test cross, NCERT book example, there they selected color of flower, capital W, small w, small w, small w. Okay, female gametes, male gametes, right? In vertical manner, female gametes, then capital W, small w, right? Male gametes in horizontal manner, small w, then join letters, means joint alleles or gametes. Capital W, small w, capital W, small w, small w, small w, small w, small w. Example different, but concept same, ratios also remain same, no change. Phenotype ratio, genotype ratio, 2:2, 2:2, 2:2, 2 1 jar, 2 1 jar, 1:1 ratio. Genotype ratio also same, 1:1, right? In first condition, I selected height of the plant, but according to NCERT example, they gave in NCERT book color of the flower. Capital W, small w means violet color flower. Heterozygous violet color flower. Small w means white color flower. White color flower. Performed experiments and they received total 4 plants. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, these 2 are heterozygous violet color flowers and the rest of the 2 are homozygous, because both are same alleles, called homozygous white color flowers. Hence the ratio remains same, 1:1, 1:1. Understood? So both are called test cross. Very, very important, right? Next to remember monohybrid cross, phenotype ratio, genotype ratio, and back cross, test cross, phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio, very important. Definitely question paper setter prepare questions based on ratios. Understood? Next concept to incomplete dominance. Deviations from Mendelian concept. Deviations from Mendelian concept, law of dominance. Very, very important. Just now I told, after completion of inheritance of one gene experiments, Mendel proposed 2 laws, law of dominance and a law of segregation. But still there are some deviations. What is deviation? Different characteristic features is called deviations. Deviations from Mendelian concept law of dominance. There are 2 deviations. What are 2 deviations? Incomplete dominance and codominance. First we discuss about incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance. Okay. Here Mendel selected an example, snapdragon plant, common name. Another common name, dog flower. Scientific name, Antirrhinum majus. Dear students, remember common name and scientific name of plants that are given in NCERT. Definitely sometimes question paper setter prepare questions based on scientific name or common name. Snapdragon, dog flower, these are common names. Scientific name, Antirrhinum majus. In this plant, the selected color of the flower. Capital R, small r. Capital R means red flower, red color flower. And small r, white flower, white color flower. Okay, these 2 are parents. P for parents. I wrote short form. Parent plants produce gametes. Capital R, small r. These 2 are gametes. And selfing between cross fertilization between parent plants. Capital R, small r. Here in F1 generation, capital R is partially dominant over small r. Hence it is known as incomplete dominance. Incomplete, not complete. Because in heterozygous condition, one of the allele is partially dominant over rest of the allele. Such phenomena is known as incomplete dominance. But in inheritance of one gene character, in F1 generation, capital T is completely dominant over small t. That is called complete dominance. Complete dominance. But it is known as incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance. Again, they performed self-fertilization between F1 generation plants. Selfing means same alleles, capital R. Understood? Right? Then draw Punnett square. Punnett square, checkerboard. Female gametes, male gametes. Right? First female gametes, capital R, small r. Then male gametes, capital R, small r. Joint alleles, capital R, small r, capital R, small r. Right? Okay. Surprisingly, in F1 generation, the color of flower is pink. But in parent plants, one is red color flower, other one is white color flower. But surprisingly and unexpectedly, in F1 generation, pink color flowers observed in snapdragon plants. What is the reason behind that change? Capital R is partially dominant over small r. Hence, the color of the flower is pink color. It's not resembles any of the parents, and it was in between the two. That is called intermediate character. Hence, it is called incomplete dominance. Right? It is F2 generation. In F2 generation, phenotype ratio and genotype ratio remain same. 1:2:1. 1:2:1. 1:2:1. Probability 25% is to 50% is to 25%. Same. 25% is to 50% is to 25%. Dear students, remember, don't confuse. When they performed self-fertilization between F1 generation plants of snapdragon, they received F2 generation. In F2 generation, total 4 plants generated. Out of 4, one plant is homozygous violet color flower plant. Rest of the 2 are heterozygous pink color flower plants, and the last one is white color flower plant. Total 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plants generated. Out of 4, 3 different characters: red color flower, pink color flower, and white color flower. Hence, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio remain same. 1:2:1. Probability 25% red color flowers, 50% pink color flowers, and 25% white color flowers. Hence, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance remain same. In 2020 final objective exam, one question asked from this area, particularly based on ratios, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. Remember, flowchart. Example: snapdragon, dog flower, scientific name Antirrhinum majus. That's all. Next to codominance. Co means equal dominance. The best example for codominance: blood types, human blood types, ABO blood types. Suppose codominance. example ABO blood types. It is RBC. You know well, RBC is enucleate. Okay. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane consists of large number of sugar polymers. Large number of sugar polymers. Sugar polymer. The sugar polymer's structure and function under the control of one specific gene. Under the control of one specific gene, that is called I gene. I gene. Letter I. Capital letter I gene. Capital letter I gene has 3 alleles. IA, IB and small I. Small I also called I0. I0. Okay. Capital IA, capital IB and small I. Small I or I0. All are same. IA, IB are dominant and small letter I is recessive character. Capital IA, capital IB produce nearly similar type of sugars. But small letter I, it doesn't produce any type of sugars. Hence, small letter I is recessive trait. IA and IB are dominant traits. Here each gene has many alleles, means more than one allele. 1, 2, 3, 3 alleles. That is the reason human blood type is the best example of multiple allelism. Multiple allelism. Multiple alleles. Right? In general, each gene has only 2 alleles. But in special conditions, each gene has more than 2 alleles. Best example, I gene. Okay, once repeat, it is RBC, red blood corpuscle. Red blood corpuscle. Enucleate, nucleus absent. Cell membrane means plasma membrane. Plasma membrane consists of sugar polymers, large number of sugar polymers. Who produce sugar polymers? Means the production of sugar polymer under the guidance of one specific gene, that is called I gene. Here I gene has 3 alleles, IA, IB, small I. IA and IB produce nearly similar type of sugars. But small letter I, it won't produce any sugar molecule, sugar polymer. Hence IA and IB are dominant traits, whereas small letter I is recessive trait. Now go through examples. Parent type, suppose parent 1, parent 2. P for parent, father, mother. Then genotype in offsprings, blood type in offsprings, right? IA genotype IA blood type A blood type. Next IB genotype of offspring IB blood type AB. Next IA small I genotype in offsprings IA small I blood type A blood type. Next IB genotype in offsprings IB blood type B blood type. Next IB IA Genotype of offsprings IA, IB. IB, IA, IA, IB. Anyway, both are same. Write in order. Blood type AB blood type. Next IB small I. Genotype of offsprings IB small I. Blood type B. And the last one small I small I. Genotype of offspring small I small I. Blood type is O. O blood type. Father, mother. Father has IA, mother also has IA. Then possible genotype of offsprings IA, IA. A means A blood type. Father IA, mother IB. A, B. IA, IB. Genotype of offsprings. Blood type A, B, AB. These two are equal dominants. Both are dominant characters. Father has IA, mother has I, small letter I. Genotype in offsprings IA, small I. A is dominant over small I or IO. Hence, I is recessive trait, A is dominant trait. The type of blood type obviously A blood type. Similarly, rest of the examples also. IB, IB, B blood type. IA, IB, AB blood type. IB, I, B blood type. Small I means O blood type. O blood type. Understood? You must remember genotype alleles and possible blood groups. Okay? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The type of genotypes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different types of genotypes and 4 types of phenotypes. 4 types. What are 4 types? A, B, AB and O. A, AB, B and O. That's all. Phenotype 4 types. A type, AB type, B type and O type. Genotype 6 types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You must remember genotype alleles number and phenotype alleles number. Phenotype of blood groups. Important for objective exam. Phenotype 4, genotype 6. Total 6. Understood? Go through box point. Remember, very important. Now go through an example. Codominance example. AB blood type. AB blood type. IA, IB. Both are dominant. Both are dominant. Yes or no? Okay. IA, IB, IB. Parents. Right? Parents produce gametes. IA, IB. P for parent, G for gametes. I wrote short form, try to understand. Then crossing. Result in F1 generation. IA and IB. That indicates F1 generation. First filial generation. Again, scientists perform self-fertilization between F1 generation organisms. IA, IB. Selfing means same alleles. Go through Punnett square. Punnett square. Male gametes, female gametes. IA, IB. IA, IB. Then join letters. IA, 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 IB. Next these two, IA, IB, IB, IB. Clear? IA, IA, A blood type, AB, AB blood type, same, AB blood type and B blood type. Phenotype ratio, genotype ratio remains same, 1:2:1, 1:2:1. It is F2 generation. Very simple concept. Co-dominance. Co means equal. Dominance. Both are equal. Best example, AB blood groups. A blood type, B blood type. Father, mother. Parents produce gametes. These two are gametes. Then cross fertilization that result in F1 generation. IA, IB both are dominant and both alleles produce nearly similar type of sugars, sugar polymers, right? And they performed self-fertilization between F1 generation organisms and they received F2 generation. In F2 generation total four babies generated, 4 babies. Out of 4, one baby have A blood type, 2 babies AB blood type, and one more baby has B blood type. So phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio remains same, 1:2:1. Incomplete dominance, co-dominance, phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratios remain same. Don't confuse. Last year 2020 NEET object exam, one question asked based on this concept. Both the incomplete dominance and co-dominance ratios. Understood? Very important. Next concept, these are Mendelian concept deviations, right? Next, dihybrid cross, also called inheritance of two genes. Before going to discuss about inheritance of two genes, explanation of law of dominance. There are two types of alleles. Explanation of law of dominance. Inside book concepts, right? There are two types of alleles. Normal alleles and modified alleles. Right? Normal alleles example, all capital symbols, capital T, capital Y, capital R, capital W. And modified alleles example, all symbol, all small letters, small t, small y, small r, and small w. Okay, normal alleles produce normal enzymes, but modified alleles produce either normal enzymes or less efficient enzymes or non-functional enzymes or no enzymes at all. Remember, Based on this concept also, one question asked in previous year 2020 exam, NEET update exam. Normal alleles example, all capital alleles. Modified alleles example, all small letter alleles. Normal alleles produce normal enzymes, but modified alleles produce normal enzymes or less efficient enzymes or non-functional enzymes or no enzymes at all. Then normal enzymes catalyze chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. Here no reactions. No reactions. Okay. See, normal enzymes catalyze reactions normally, but modified alleles produce normal enzymes, less efficient enzymes. Na? If they produce normal enzymes, means normal enzymes perform normal reactions. Normal enzymes catalyze reactions normally, that is okay. But less efficient enzymes, no non-functional enzymes, no enzymes at all. Due to this reason, modified alleles never catalyze chemical reactions. Okay, only 1% normal